What do LeBron James, Michael Jordan, and Kobe Bryant have in common? Kevin Durant has always been a walking bucket, and after years of dominance, he's reached yet another historic milestone, 30,000 career points. That's right, KD is now one of the 8 players in NBA history to achieve this feat. But how does he compare to the legends who came before him? Is he a top 5 scorer ever? Top 3? Or dare we say, the greatest scorer of all time?
Number 35, Kevin Durant.
The Slim Reaper himself, Kevin Durant, formerly belongs to the most elite scoring club in basketball. Against the Memphis Grizzlies on Tuesday night, Durant coolly made a free throw late in the third quarter, not significant, just his 30,000th career point. Casual. KD joined some of the most renowned names to ever tread on the court and became only the 8th player in NBA history to reach the 30K mark with that bucket. LeBron James, 41,620 and counting. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 38,387. Karl Malone, 36,928. Kobe Bryant, 33,643. Michael Jordan, 32,292. Dirk Nowitzki, 31,560. And Wilt Chamberlain, 31,419, are the current all-time leaders. Not to mention Julius Erving, who also cracked 30K if you add his NBA and AVA stats. The Doc was preoccupied laying buckets before the merger. Let us now pause to consider how shockingly effective Durant has been. Matching the great Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he reached his mark in exactly 1,101 games. The only ones arriving there early were, of course he did, Wilt Chamberlain at 941 games and Michael Jordan at 960 games. Durant is in rather great company then. Durant considered this accomplishment with humility after the game. Being in the same category as those players who helped shape the game and advance it is a real honor, he remarked. That has always been my aim. Maximize my daily performance and maximize my career. To be discussed with those folks, I have to be acting properly. Kevin, you are absolutely doing something right. Like, among the best scorers that have ever handled a basketball. Mike Budenholzer, his coach, agreed, stressing exactly how much Durant's work ethic distinguishes him. For everyone around him, every day is unique. We are in awe of him. His manner of arriving at work, the time he invests, the meticulous attention to detail, the effort, that comes out to 30,000 points. He is simply a unique player and a unique human being. A unique human being blessed to score like a cheat code. Durant has shown just amazing consistency. Having averaged at least 20 points every single season of his career, he is a 15-time All-Star. During this season, he is still in and cooking. He averages 27.1 points per game and shoots an ultra-efficient 52.8% from the field. Another ordinary day at the workplace for one of the most natural scorers the game has ever seen. Let us quickly travel down memory lane. Beginning his career with the Oklahoma City Thunder, back then they were still the Seattle Supersonics, KD sank 17,566 points during 9 seasons there. Then came his remarkable performance with the Golden State Warriors, adding 5,474 points and, 2 rings. Brooklyn followed with 3,744 points. Today, as a Phoenix Suns member, he has scored 3,324 and counting. That comes to 30,008 points over a career. And let's face it, he is still far from done. Still, let's consider this in light of things. An outlandish figure is 30,000 points. If you tried scoring 30,000 points at your neighborhood gym playing pickup ball twice a week, you would most likely be in your mid-80s before you got close. And let's be honest, your knees wouldn't allow it. This historic event marks Durant's position in NBA history, but it also begs questions about future directions. Although he has already topped some of the best scorers of all time, names still abound ahead of him on that list. Dirk falls within reach. Then Jordan's Chamberlain. Maybe, just maybe, a chance to approach Malone and Kareem closer. The unsettling thing is that Durant hardly seems to be slowing down. He is in his mid-30s, yet still producing outstanding numbers. His ability to build his own shot is as deadly as ever, and his shooting accuracy still astounds. Should he stay healthy, it's impossible to know how high he could climb. So, what did we learn today? 1. Kevin Durant is inevitable. 2. Scoring 30,000 points is absurdly difficult unless your name is Kevin Durant. 3. If you're wondering who's next on the all-time scoring list, you might want to keep an eye on Phoenix because KD is still getting buckets, and he's nowhere near done. You know how top scorers often discuss getting to my spots? For Kevin Durant, then, everywhere is his spot. Given the opportunity, the man most likely would have scored from the team bus. Durant is a living, speaking, shooting mismatch, standing at 6'11" with an absurd 7'5" wingspan. He moves like a guard, fires like a sniper, and has the agility to make everything seem easy. Defenders worldwide dream about trying to stop him. Basically, it's impossible. Nobody exactly does it like KD, even in today's supposedly unicorn era, when huge men have stretched their reach outside the canvas. Indeed, many 7-footers can make threes now, but can they also drive, pull from middle ground, and get points near the rim with the same degree of ease? Not even somewhat close. Durant is different. He is a full-fledged scoring machine at all three levels, not just a tall man who can shoot. His playground is the court in its full. Let's address that Instagram account @EasyMoneySniper. In social media history, this username may be the most correct. Durant makes it look so simple. He is not only a deadly scorer, he doesn't need a lot of dribbles to get into his shot. His jumper is smoother than butter, his footwork is perfect. He simply walks, starts flames, and swishes. Money. Let us now view his scoring in context. Before his latest 30K mark, Durant's career total was at 29,974 points. The way those points are equally dispersed across the court is even more amazing. The man is a scoring chameleon. He punishes the defense for anything it provides. He adjusts to it. Want to surround him with three-point line spectators? He will glide for a slick mid-range jumper right past you. Want to cut mid-range performance? He will wash 3 threes across your face. Try to question everything? Cool. He will simply shoot over you with that 7'5" wingspan. Durant's shot chart does not fairly show one section of the floor, corner 3. And quite honestly, that makes perfect sense. Usually reserved for catch and shoot experts. The men who camp out in the corners waiting for a pass are corner 3s. Durant is not what I'm talking about. He's not waiting on anybody. He marks. He is not an expert. A specialist excels in one area. Durant, he walks like an offensive system. Consider this. Not one NBA defender can regularly stop Durant one-on-one, so you really grasp exactly how dangerous he is. Bigs lack the speed they need. The guards are not tall enough. Wings, they can attempt, but good fortune contesting a jump shot beginning at the top of the Empire State Building is rare. Not to overlook the clutch factor either. Durant is among the most consistent go-to players in crunch time. He is not only a top scorer. Require a bucket with the game on the line. The ball is headed where you already know. The fact is, it makes little difference whether the entire stadium knows he's aiming for it. He will still get it off. He will most likely also make it. He still torches defenses as though he were still in his prime, even after all these years in the league. His efficiency is still ridiculous. His skill set has only improved with age. He's not showing any tendency of slowing down. Actually, he is merely becoming more and more relentless. Although the 30,000 point mark was unavoidable, today the issue is, how high can he ascend? Durant is clearly in his spot wherever he is on the court, and the remaining players of the NBA, they simply have to learn to live with it. Kevin Durant's path to basketball brilliance began in the most traditional manner, hooping nonstop as a young child. Born in Washington, D.C. and reared in Maryland, young KD was consumed with the game. He was living basketball, not merely playing for enjoyment. Should a court exist, he was there. Should a ball exist, he was dribbling it. And should a hoop exist, you already know he was aiming at it. Durant's main dream as a child was to land in the NBA. Dreaming of one day being exactly like athletes like Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady, and Kevin Garnett, he worshipped them. Early on, he was tall, but his determination set him apart. KD was studying the game, making jump shots, and honing his skill while other children were playing video games. His first official break came at the Montrose Christian School, then Oak Hill Academy, and finally National Christian Academy. Standing almost 6'9" with guard-like talents, he was already among the best prospects in the nation by the time he completed high school. His next stop was the University of Texas, where he averaged 25.8 points per game and won the Naismith College Player of the Year title during one spectacular season. Then arrived the event he had been working for his entire lifetime, the 2007 NBA Draft. Durant, who was the Seattle Supersonics' second pick overall, was poised to dominate the league. And this youngster was unique from the first game on. By now, he is among the best scorers the game has ever seen. And it all began with a young child unable to put the ball down. There is no doubt about it. Kevin Durant has solidified himself as one of the greatest scorers in NBA history. But where do you think he ranks among the all-time greats? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into basketball's biggest moments.